Atmadarshana. Atmadarshana is a journey of self-discovery. It's about self-inquiry. I'll also call it as Shiva Darshana, or seeking the pure consciousness Shiva. We have another program every alternate week, which is called Shakti Darshana. Shakti Darshana means seeking the energy. Shiva Darshana or Atma Darshana is awakening the wisdom in you, Pradna. Whereas Shakti Darshana is the awakening the energy. For service, Loka Kalyana, survival in the world, we have to awaken the energy. Shiva and Shakti are both important. And Satya Darshana is how to apply the principle of Shiva Darshana and Shakti Darshana in our life. So like that, we are conducting classes. Today, let us continue our discussion. First, we will offer our pranams to Guru Parampara. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Today, let us take up the topic of universal and individual mind. What is the relationship? What do you think is the relationship between universal mind and individual mind? Is there a relationship? If it is there, what is there? Mind means thought, right? Mind means thought. So, what is the thoughts in the universal mind? And what is the thoughts in the individual mind? The thoughts in the universal mind are the objects of the universe. Understand? The sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, galaxies, earth, your body, my body, all are the objects in the universal mind, are the thoughts of the universal mind. If you say, what are the God's thoughts? The God's thoughts are nothing but objects of the universe. Out of that God's thought, your body, my body is also an object in the God's mind, cosmic mind. So, God's mind appears as, God's thoughts appear as the world and objects of the world. So that's why when we interact with the world, we feel that interaction is real. I'm interacting with you, a real person, not, I'm saying there's a reality in this interaction, object reality. That's because they are appearances in the God's mind. Your body also, my body also is appearance in the object in the God's mind. So then, what is individual mind? Individual mind is experiencing and interact with God's, the world created by God. Transaction with the God, transaction with the world is individual mind. The vasanas and samskaras you gather from the world becomes the individual mind, personal. Personal point of view. That's why I call personal point of view. What is individual? How you see the world, each person, each body mind complex sees in different way. So a personal view of the universal world, universal, is called individual. A viewpoint of the universal. So I'll show in a form of picture, then you'll understand better. These are all AI generated images, thanks to AI. So, first I have shown a picture of an ocean rising as wave. The water appears as a ocean and appears as a wave. The wave will go back, but nothing happens to water. Similarly, supreme reality, pure awareness, nothing is affected. The pure awareness rises as consciousness, Chaitanyam. Chit or pure awareness rises as Chetana, consciousness. Then it becomes Chaitanya and Chitta, individual mind. And it goes back. So rise and fall is continuously happening. So this I show through an image of what I call as, I've shown a lady, because Prakriti, God's mind has shown as a lady. So Bhagavad Gita says, Prakritehe kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha. The divine mother, the feminine aspect of creation, which is the energy, is responsible for the entire creation. The God's mind appears as a trees, plants, living beings and non-living beings. That's why God's mind I represent as a Prakriti, feminine, Shakti. So now I have put a circle here, right? So the continuously impressions arise and get dissolved. Universal Ishvara, impressions of universal consciousness, which is actually collective consciousness. Impression of all living beings together becomes Ishvara. Ishvara himself has no vasana, but collective vasanas and samskaras of all living beings rises and falls. That's what's called creation. Like Hiranyagarbha is intermediate state. So Maya or unmanifest Prakriti is avyakta, unmanifest. Ishvara Chitta, just like my Chitta, my individual mind, Ishvara Chitta is cosmic mind, memory. My Chitta is individual memory. Ishvara Chitta is cosmic memory. Right? Yeah. I mean, cosmic memory is collective of all living beings. Out of that, yours is one. What is subset? Correct. Your mind is a subset of the cosmic mind. When I say Ishvara Chitta, cosmic mind, it's a collection of all minds, no, all minds of all beings. That's called Ishvara Chitta. Ishvara himself has no vasana and samskara. The collective vasana and samskara becomes the Ishvara Chitta. So that we call in the modern day language Akashic record. Memory records. So now this we call it Maya, unmanifest form. So that becomes manifest as Prakriti. Vyakta. Unmanifest is called Avyakta. Manifest is called Vyakta. Right? So unmanifest is causal form. And it becomes subtle form called Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is a subtle world, which is a collective subtle bodies of all living beings. And it becomes a gross world called Virat. From Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, Virat. So the creation is rising and falling, rising and falling. Unmanifest is become manifest and manifest is become unmanifest. So expression of Ishvara is the subtle world and gross world. Impression which is gathered becomes the causal world. Expression and impression. Is it clear? So that's what Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 3.37. Prakritehe kriyama, 3.27. Prakritehe kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha. Everything is done by nature, Prakriti, which is Maya Shakti. Entire functioning is happening Maya Shakti. Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, they appear subtle form and gross form. Again, impressions, it will continue. So, causal form of the universe is called Ishvara. And memory of the Ishvara is called Ishvara Chitta. The gross form is called Virat. Subtle form is called Hiranyagarbha. Subtle form of Ishvara contains all subtle bodies. Gross form is all physical world. So, if you want to understand the mind of God, you have to see the world. mountain, valley, sun, moon. These are all mind of God appearing as objects.
In the mind of everyone.
Including mind of everyone. Right? So that's why expression and impression is a cyclic, continuously goes on. It's a Shashti Sthiti Samvara, Shashti Sthiti Samvara keeps happening in the cosmic mind. It's called Ishvara Chitta. Is it clear? This is called Ishvara Srishti, God's creation. God's creation is objective. God doesn't bother about individuals. It is there. What is there? Causal form, it brings to subtle and gross. So now, next comes with Jiva Srishti. So Jiva Srishti, as a human mind, interacts with this cosmos. I changed the color. I removed the color because it's gone to background. Here the prominence is, importance is Ishvara Srishti, colorful. So now the human mind doesn't see the Ishvara Srishti, it's black and white. It has gone to black background. Right? So now, Jiva, individual mind, sees this Ishvara Srishti. The body is also part of the Ishvara Srishti. Your body is not a part of your projection. Okay? So now, the Ishvara appears as Chidabhasa in the Chidabhasa or Jiva in the individual body. And there's a gathering of impression and there's an action. Interaction basically with the Ishvara Srishti and me, individual. That's the individual mind. So what is the action? What is the expression? Expression of individual. Your thoughts, feelings, emotions is the expression. Okay. What is the impression? Karma phala, vasana and samskara. Your karma, thoughts, feeling is the expression of the individual. Vasana, samskara and karma phala is the impression which is created. So in the individual level also, the impression and expression keep on going cyclically. Is the difference between Ishvara Srishti and Jiva Srishti clear? Ishvara Srishti is projection of the universe in terms of trees, plants, mountains, sun, moon, and living beings. And Ishvara appears as Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa appears in each of the individual beings, reflective consciousness. So Chidabhasa becomes Chidabhasa or Jiva-Atma becomes the individual experiencer. So Ishvara himself experiences his creation in the form of Jiva in some way. We have to see. And what is the drive for this Jiva Srishti? Raga and Dvesha, attraction, repulsion. I like something, I don't like something. Is the difference between Ishvara Srishti and Jiva Srishti clear?
Between Maya, Ishvara Chitta and Hiranyagarbha is not very clear.
Maya is unmanifest. So that is called Ishvara. Unmanifest state of universe is called Ishvara. Manifestation of Ishvara world is called world, Virat. Intermediate state where subtle world is there, all subtle bodies of all living beings, it's called Hiranyagarbha.
So that should be actually Ishvara Chitta.
No. Ishvara Chitta is deep rooted, Maya. So Ishvara Chitta has started expressing in the form of Hiranyagarbha and it has taken the form of Virat, gross.
Hari Om Prabhuji.
Hari Om.
Prabhuji, in the universal mind, there is only projection. Is there no impression, only expression?
No. Universal mind, both impression and expression is there. Universal God himself doesn't have impression and expression. It is a collective impression, collective expression of all living beings.
Okay.
Right?
So the expression is the world, the thoughts of Ishvara.
Expression of Ishvara is all living beings.
All
living beings, mountain, valley, river, everything in the universe, all objects of the universe is expression of Ishvara.
Expression. And impression is the collective impression.
Is living beings collect the impression from the universe. That becomes impressions which goes back.
Okay.
Next creation has to go on.
Okay.
Expression and impression is different. It's like
No. Hiranyagarbha is the experience body of all living beings, subtle body.
So in impressions, karma phala is enabling, like active, and impressions is like senses is Like incoming messages and outgoing.
Impression is you receive what you interpret from the world. Expression is finally I want to do this action, projection.
So the role of Hiranyagarbha, the subtle body in expression, is taking the form of
The world.
The akin to the indriyas, the five outward indriyas.
Outwards.
And here inward indriyas.
Inward indriyas. Hiranyagarbha is subtle inward indriyas.
Outward indriyas in expression, inward indriyas in
outward indriyas are Virat. Inward experiencer is Hiranyagarbha.
So it is a Parapashanti Madhyama Vaikhari.
That will take separate class. Parapashanti Madhyama Vaikhari will take a separate class.
So is the data for impression at the cosmos level, the data for impression is coming from all the jivas.
Yeah.
What is the data for expression? Where is it coming from? The source of data for expression.
I mean, what is sun, moon, and all?
Where do they come from?
Okay, universal mind. The question is, universal mind, impressions are coming from all living beings. Expression of sun, moon, stars, planets, galaxies, where is it coming from? That's called Veda. The Vedic knowledge is nothing but that. Veda is the knowledge of Ishvara. It's already there. When it's there, we don't know. But Vedic knowledge is knowledge of creation. Sun has to be there, moon has to be there, they have to function like this. All those Vedic knowledge is embedded in Ishvara, the total creation. That's your question, yaar. In the universe, we can't understand when it started. It is like that.
So when it is gathering the impressions from Jiva, the expression should also change, right? Then, but expression is coming from where the impression is coming from.
Expression is Jiva's expression. The universe has to be like that. Universe has to be created like this. All those things is Vedic knowledge. Veda.
Vedic knowledge. Impression is coming from Jiva.
Impression is Jivas are there. Now Jivas destroy all the forests. So next projection will be no forests. So it's a continuously modifying now. But what is required to maintain and run the universe, entire knowledge is Veda.
Yeah, so Vedic knowledge has forests, but Jiva's mind has no, they destroyed forests. So now when the expression comes
So the Vedic knowledge, Vedic teaching understands, okay, forests are destroyed. Now after some time, Jivas also will be destroyed as per law of karma. Then again new creation has stopped. Entire functioning of the universe, what knowledge is required is Ishvara's knowledge. Is Veda. That's a Veda. Veda is nothing but part of Ishvara's mind.
And all rishis see the part of that knowledge.
All rishis see that part of the knowledge and they understand. They become mantra-drishtara. Rishis never created Vedas. See, Bhagwan is source of all knowledge. The source of all knowledge is Veda. In the Vedic knowledge, is whatever we have, Veda is available, small portion for us. Like Veda, Yajurveda, Samhita, very small portion available for it. In the Mahabharata time, it was much larger quantity of larger vessel. Even Vedas are infinite. It's nothing but cosmic mind. The cosmic mind, what creation should be done? When human beings destroy the forest and trees, what will happen to them? What next life of species have to come? All those things are part of the cosmic mind. So I would say, if you want to put it this way, this also is part of Veda. Vedic knowledge of creation. That will come. How do I put something on that? Is will come next. Baba, Ishvara creates a movie and Ishvara explains the movie as Jiva. So in the experience of movie as Jiva, he has some impressions. That becomes a further creation. No? Or he enters into Jiva in the form of what you call as Chidavasa. Then Jiva becomes activated. Okay, so I would say this like this way. Ishwara Chitta anything required for creation, entire thing is required for creation, is available from Vedic knowledge. Creation, sustenance, destruction, what is atomic structure, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, everything what is required for the complete totality of knowledge. So that is part of the Ishwara Chitta. And individual living beings, their minds in seed form also is there. So now what is your question? You can, your mind, how much you can influence is to the extent of your ability. No, how much you can influence. Each jiva can influence, have a sphere of influence. No jiva can influence the totality. No. Right. But no. The subset.
When is it puppet and when is it not?
When is puppet? That will come next. We'll come to next. We'll come next. See, Ishvara gives independence to you, jiva.
What is the boundary towards I don't know what is
Ishvara gives independence to you, a feeling of freedom.
There is nothing, it doesn't look like any kind of.
That I'll come next. Your question is that doesn't next slide. Whose life is that? And that's the question I'm addressing today.
Guruji.
Ah.
Question ondsati repeat ಮಾಡಿ Guruji. Question ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ.
So the question here is, I'm a part of the Ishvara's mind. Right? I'm there. My mind is also part of the Ishvara's Chitta. Okay. How much I can influence the world and how much freedom I have is the question. So how much there's an interaction taking place, right? So your ability to influence the events of the world is limited to your body-mind complex, which is limited. So what? A tree, that's also a part of the Ishvara. Your body is a part of the Ishvara. A tree has a fruit, a leaf. Leaf has a limited function to perform. No? Leaf is a part of the tree, but it can't influence the entire tree. No? In that sense, we are appearing as a functioning of Ishvara. Okay, yeah, I'll give another example. You have a mobile phone, you have a scooter, you have a mobile phone, you have a scooter, you have a laptop. Each of them are functioning for you. Like that, jivas are functioning as an instrument of Ishvara in some way for experiencing the world. Okay, so let us meditate for some time.